Jurassic World Dominion is officially out. You all seem to love it. With a new blockbuster movie releasing comes a new wave of LEGO sets. The question is, how much did LEGO get right? How much did LEGO get wrong? Today we'll be taking a look at the newly released Jurassic World Dominion. Each Jurassic World movie has had a wave of sets, with the latest and seemingly final installment releasing 9 sets in total, 5 retail-based, 2 juniors, and 2 store exclusives. Before we get into the video, if you do enjoy it, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. We'll be going through the sets from their order of appearance in the movie, so spoilers, obviously. The film opens with the information that because of the events of World and Fallen Kingdom, dinos now roam the Earth, and we've just had to deal with it. Claire and returning characters Zia and Franklin infiltrate a farm-like area and spot some baby dinos and attempt to set one free. I appreciate the use of the practical puppets here, and this leads us to the first set, which is this store exclusive, the Triceratops pickup truck ambush. The set features a variant of Claire and Franklin and 2 security guards, but these characters act more like poachers in the film. The Triceratops here is pretty cool. They drive through a paddock, though not in a little dune buggy, but instead a truck. It's overall a pretty well executed scene, and I think that the set does justice. Thumbs up on this one. After escaping, the gang decides that they're out of the game now, and we cut to Owen, who is riding a horse and taming a dino, all heroic Chris Pratt-like, which is intercut with Macy, who is looking all sad and lonely. She goes for a wee trip down the road, she spots a dinosaur at a construction site, and then she decides to head home. We'll talk about this Junior's Pteranodon set first, because tragically, I'm pretty sure there's no Pteranodon that is featured in the movie. This is a set that doesn't occur in the film, however, the Macy and Owen figures are pretty accurate to their appearances in the movie. We can also probably assume that they might have gone fishing at least once in their time together, seeing as how Claire and Owen are now her adoptive parents. Speaking of sets that don't appear in the movie but feature accurate appearances, let's talk about the other Juniors set that released, the T-Rex Dinosaur Breakout. The set features Owen wearing his winter coat and the only way to get Zia again. It looks like this is supposed to be a set that's based on the wildlife sanctuary that is mentioned in the movie that I believe Zia and Franklin maybe work for or something, so we might as well talk about it here. No guard is ever seen, and I don't believe a green T-Rex makes an appearance either, but we're probably not supposed to take these Junior sets too seriously. Ellie Sattler is now back. We cut to her discovering something about Locust, and she desperately needs her old flame Alan Grant to accept that paycheck from Universal and return to the movie so that we can classify this as a legacy sequel, baby. Ellie wants to go on a secret mission at a lab thanks to the help of Dr. Ian Malcolm. She believes that this spooky Locust horde that's been eating crops is purposefully avoiding crops and or plantations that are owned by a company named Bryson, the brand new and definitely not antagonistic company of this movie. Ellie wants to infiltrate this lab, steal some DNA, prove these guys wrong, go to the Winchester, have an ice cold pint, and wait for this all to blow over. He contractually agrees. Now, after some quick hanging out, Blue the Raptor makes her appearance and her new baby. Aww, but the baby is then kidnapped by none other than newly introduced villain Rain Delacourt, which leads us to this nice little set, Blue and Beta Velociraptor Chase. Rain has a truck, it's pretty accurate to the scene, and the set does include the only Blue and Beta. It's a brand new Blue as well, very accurate looking Blue. Nice job on this one, LEGO. It also comes with Macy, who's complete with a beanie and a bike. She appears differently than she did in the Junior set. The set depicts the scene as though she's on the chase, but no, she's straight up kidnapped by these guys and puts up no fight either. The set is accurate here though, so another thumbs up. With Baby Dino and Baby Girl now gone, Claire and Owen go on a rescue mission, which brings us to these next sets. They go hand in hand together. This is the black market location. No, not that black market auction location, but this black market location. The Atrociraptor bikes chase and the T-Rex and Atrociraptor dinosaur breakout. See, again, with the T-Rex breakouts, there's like 4 sets currently on market that are deemed a T-Rex breakout. The smaller set features, yet again, another Owen and a Rain Delacourt figure, along with a little stand and a bike. It's got some baby dinos as well, since that was the cargo that all of these merchants were selling in the scene. It also features a white Atrociraptor. The biggest of the two feature an orange Atrociraptor, along with Claire, Delacourt, Owen again, and the exclusive Santos figure. With how many times Rain Delacourt appears in these sets, you would believe that he's the big bad guy of this movie. So wouldn't you believe how surprised I was when Owen gleefully watches this man get eaten alive by dinosaurs in this very scene. The small chase is pretty solid. The Raptors are also accurate, as these are the 2 exact ones that chase Owen down the streets. The T-Rex kind of comes out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure it was a Gigantosaurus that was roaming around, not a T-Rex, but I could be wrong. And Santos is accurately placed here in this set as she and Claire have a wee scuffle together. This set is missing Barry though, which I think would have been really nice to have over Rain Delacourt, since Barry's appearance here is more justifiable than Rain's, since Rain's appearance in this scene is probably that of a corpse by this point. The gang learns that Macy is being shipped off to the new lab and eventual third act set piece, Biosyn Labs, so off we go on another adventure. How do we get there, you ask? Well, by plain silly, because introducing Kayla Watts, the new character of the movie, who is quite possibly one of the worst translations that LEGO has ever done. Good God, this is tragic. The Quetzalcoatlus Chase is up next, featuring Kayla, Owen, Claire, and the aforementioned Dino again. LEGO knocking it out of the park on this one. I think the plane might be slightly bigger in the movie, but it's still a stubby little thing, and it can fit all three characters inside, but yeesh, is this cramped in here. Eventually the plane goes down and Claire is now separated from the others, which kind of leads us to the end and final two sets here. Alan and Ellie have been doing their B-plot with finding locust DNA at this facility, since something smells fishy around these parts, and they bump into Macy, yay, who was told by Henry Wu is also in this movie by the way, that she and Beta have DNA that he needs to fix this locust problem that he created. Oh, Wu is a good guy now. The final two sets are the Raptor and Dilophosaurus transport and the Gigantosaurus and Thorizonosaurus attack. What a mouthful. The sequence is somewhat combined all together. Claire, while wandering the woods after being separated from her gang, encounters the awesome looking Edward Scissorhands dino itself in a sequence that I felt was the standout of the movie. And Owen and Kayla land on some facility rooftop thing. They encounter the Raptor in its only scene. It can swim around, it's really cool. While Malcolm never helps transport any of these dinos, however, he does drive this exact vehicle in the third act when he finds Alan, Ellie, and Macy all hanging around in the woods. I wish that they had swapped this random guard for the Macy that was in the junior set for those extra accuracy points, but while the sequence never plays out like this, these items do each appear in the film. The Dilophosaurus that's featured in this set actually has a chance encounter with Claire, who is the first person to arrive at this facility scene after escaping the spooky boy in the woods. She's greeted by Owen and Kayla, who save her from the Dilophosaurus, and eventually Ian crashes his ride close by, and now the gang of 7 is united. How cool. While this set's building doesn't exactly appear quite like this in the movie, I don't actually know what this building is supposed to be, to be honest. Pretty much the rest of it is accurate towards the film. The set includes reprints of Owen, Claire, Kayla, and Ellie, but it also gives an exclusive Alan and Wu. And the set also features the absolute standout coolest dinosaurs of the wave, which absolutely makes up for this incredibly strangely inaccurate Henry Wu figure. Why does he have a beard? What happened? Did they reshoot the movie? What the hell is this? The gang hide in this tower, which is only amusing since this tower absolutely cannot hold 7 minifigures, and they escape through the entrance of the university-like campus, and they witness a dino fight, baby, between the Gigantosaurus and the T-Rex. Weird. Oh no, wait, the Thorizonosaurus does appear. Yeah, the 3 dinos fight for precisely 5 seconds, before the Gigantosaurus is stabbed through its body and neck by Mr. Scissorhands over here, and then the T-Rex just expresses mutual respect and they roar. Cool. What a fight. What a fight. The group all bail out together in this exact chopper that is featured in the set, so again, accuracy points, yay. But how the hell does this thing fit 8 minifigures? Wu decided to tag along now. There's less room. Now that Ellie has her proof and Macy and Beta's DNA, the man can fix the locusts. No one was killed, all is happy, and the movie ends in the exact same place that it started with, actually. Dinos roaming the earth. Why wasn't this fixed? Why wasn't the movie telling this premise? So that was Jurassic World Dominion and its subsequent wave of LEGO sets. I was very impressed with these sets, actually. I thought that LEGO did a pretty good job all in all. A couple of characters were missing, people like Barry as mentioned, but also Mr. Dogson, he's the head of Biosyn. He's also a bad guy. I didn't really mention him because I didn't care, but he could have been placed over maybe Ellie in the big set. Overall, I was pretty impressed though. If you enjoyed this breakdown, then consider subscribing and liking our video. It helps out the channel a lot.